Take flight, we gather together, chasing the night. With every flow, we aim for the bull. Scottish lads, wisdom making our hearts full. So grab your darts, let's find our love.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Scottish Lad Darts channel, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing a set of Winmau darts which are exclusive to Dartshopper. So Dartshopper is obviously a retailer based in the Netherlands. They ship all over the world and they've got different websites for different places. So I got these from dartshopper.co.uk, which means they ship directly to the UK, and it is the Winmau Skybolt, as you can see here. Very similar to the old Robbie Green Winmau darts. The grip on them is a pretty nifty level 3, the scale 1 to 5. And what I like about these most is actually the price, as these will set you back £34.95, so these aren't even 40 quid. By the time you add your postage, it'll probably take it up to around about that. But for a 90% tungsten dart with, albeit simple style, can't really fault it. So the grip at the back is ideal for a rear gripper. There's not a lot of grip, but it's enough for your fingers to stay there. But the first 2/3 of the dart, you do have that ringed grip within a ring grip. So the grip at the front is slightly grippier than the grip at the back. But the fact that these are 35 quid, they're definitely worth a punt if you ask my opinion. But what we'll do now, folks, is we'll go and get you a close-up look of the Skybolt, which are these. Obviously not the supply setup, we'll show you them in the close-up section. And I'll run you through the dimensions. We'll have a throw with them like we do here on Scottish Lad Darts channel. So, without further ado, let's crack on with the review. Here we are, folks. We've got a close-up of the Winmau Skybolt in 23 gram, also available in 24 gram steel tip, and they are only available from Dartshopper. Now, this isn't the supplied setup. The supplied setup is actually these. So it's your short Winmau Vector stems with the silver tops and the Skybolt flight. I just added that setup on I've got on it, just because obviously this channel we do like a bit of blue, so you can't really fault that. A standard point, which is black, sticks in the board very well. We've got a nice wee tapered node here onto the thick ring grip with those black paint grooves in between. Black paint can be removed, it makes them a wee bit grippier. We've got the Winmau logo in there and a wee bit of grip towards the rear, which we will get into. And as I showed you, the stem and flight that usually is attached is there, as you can imagine that on there. So these will set you back £34.95 from Dartshopper.co.uk or .com if you're outside the UK. But as you can see, we've got a nice deep ring cut with some cuts inside as well. So the grip on them, I'm going to say, is a very adequate level 3 grip on a scale 1 to 5. If you were to remove that paint, it could be slightly grippier. And as I said, we've got the Winmau logo at the back, and for a rear gripper, these are a rear gripper's dream, with that standard ring grip and a wee bit of micro cut at the back as well. So in terms of rear gripping, it's not as grippy as the front, so I'll say 2.5 on a scale 1 to 5. But overall, I'm going to give the entire dart a grip level 3. And then the short vector stems and the standard flight, which I've applied to the dart itself. Again, everybody changes, but the Skybolt setup that comes with it is essentially the same. And these are exclusive, obviously, to Dartshopper. As I said, there is a link in the description if you want to go and take a look at them. They very much so remind me of the Winmau Robbie Green from when Robbie Green was signed with Winmau. Now, I do like the grip at the front, taking the first 2/3 of the dart. It's a very grippy feel. It sticks to the fingers, but it's so easy to cleanly release out of your grip. Let's get you the dimensions. So the barrel length, from here where the point meets the barrel to here where the stem meets the barrel, is 50.8mm, and the width at the widest point is 6.55mm. So you're talking from around here to around here. Obviously tape at the front, and there's a slight wee taper at the back. Overall, smashing dart for the price. I mean, you're paying £35, then your postage on top, so let's just say about £40 for a basically classic design. So what we're going to do now, folks, is we'll get them over to the board. We'll have a wee throw with them, and we'll see how I got on with them. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the Winmau Skybolt here, ready for a throwing section. I have changed the stem and flights to... They're a very similar setup to what comes, it's just a blue setup. They're very similar to the old Robbie Greens from when he was signed with Winmau. Obviously, these are exclusive to Dartshopper. Let's see how we got on with them. Now, from a rear gripper perspective, you've got the grip all the way to the back of the stem. Pretty decent grip, to be fair. I'd say the grip at the rear is pretty nifty, pretty solid, level 3.5. Front to middle grippers, you've got a slightly better grip in my opinion, a level 3, but overall I'll give that grip level 3. Right, we'll do some checkouts with them now. And you can't really go wrong with a dart like this with a simple profile. So let's go with a 65 checkout. There's 25. Oh, that was poor. Very, very poor. But hey ho, we'll keep going. 79 checkout. Oh. That was for double 18, that last one. But obviously, if you've seen the old Winmau Robbie Greens, do let me know what you think. What you think, what the similarities are. And overall, I'm finding these a pleasure. They're flying nicely, they're releasing well. Just my dodgy follow through doesn't seem to want to work with them. And for the price of them as well, it is a fantastic price for a nice set of darts like this. So let's keep going. Right, let's do 18s. That was an unlucky one. Overall, clean dart, very easy to release. Front grippers, depending on where you hold at the front, the tapered nose might hold a bit of an issue because it's obviously quite narrow. That was from front grip perspective, and I felt my grip running down the front towards the point rather than staying on the dart itself. Middle grippers, it's a nice easy one. They fly true because you've got the consistency of the dart actually staying in the grip. Then rear grippers with that grip right at the back, can't really go wrong there. Now let's try and get 3 into the bull. Three very unlucky darts there. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go get wrapped up. And there we have it, folks. That was my review of the Winmau Skybolt in 23g steel tip. Also available in 24g. Now, when I got these, I was explicitly pushing, throwing the dart from the back like so. I've slightly altered my grip, and although I'm now on that DSS, I'm still feeling a decent bit of grip there. All in all, level 3 grip on a scale of 1 to 5, and the fact that these are only 35 quid, I mean, come on. You can't go wrong with that sort of value. I'd actually put these in the category as a bargain dart. Anything between, I'm going to say, about 20 to 40 these days, I'd consider a bargain dart. But let me know your thoughts on the Skybolts in the comment section if you want them. Check out dartshopper.co.uk or dartshopper.nl. There's plenty of websites for Dartshopper. I'll leave it in the description of the video and you can go and have a look there. But let me know your thoughts. I think they're very similar to the previous Winmau Robbie Green player dart that obviously used when he was signed with Winmau. And based on that, very classy darts, so to speak. I mean, I like how they've used the concept of them because they were always a nice looking dart. But thanks everybody for taking the time to watch this video. Let me know your thoughts on the Skybolts in the comment section. Stay safe out there, everybody. And of course, keep on darting.
It's our passion, keep on dancing.